Hello Internet, Seth Skorkowski, and today we're going to do a box opening. Now what this is this is going to be the hardback copy for Westbound, which is a Wild West fantasy game, or what they call Dust and Dragons, sort of like D&D set in the Wild West. It's published by a company called Isle of Bees, and they reached out to me and they told me a little bit about the game. Among the things that kind of piqued my interest was that rolls are not made using the standard dice like we've been used to for all these years. They use what they call the D52 system, which means instead of dice, they're using playing cards that everybody draws and whatnot in order to determine what actions or what results happen with actions. And no matter which card you draw has different results that could occur. And that really piqued my interest. And they said, look, we just think the world would be a better place if you had this book. And I said, no strings attached, you're going to send me a brand new role-playing hardback? Hell yeah. So they went ahead, they sent this to me. This is from the Isle of Bees, and which are based out of Canada. And one thing that I am a little concerned with about it so far is there is a hole that some mail worker knocked through the bottom of this box. Hopefully the book inside is in good shape. Hopefully that just damaged the box, which is why they have nice corrugated boxes anyway, so that way the damage is the box and what's inside is safe. Hopefully the box did its job this time and the book inside is in great condition. So let's cut this thing open and see what we got. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Make sure that that didn't ruin anything inside. So okay, here we go. Westbound. Check this out. So, it looks like the spine, which is the side facing the hole, looks like it's good. Nice. See you in the West, cowboy. So this is a fairly new system. I think they got their start as a Kickstarter. So I was saying Isle of Bees, it's Island of Bees. And this is a big book. What are we looking at here? 241 pages. A little character sheet in the back. See, is this a one-sided character sheet? Okay. So we got, the book is 3 chapters. So the first one is just the basic, what is the world like? And then we get to chapter 2 that's creating a character. So that just starts on page 21. I always think a character creation should be near the beginning, so that's great. And then that goes all the way through page 176. That is a big chapter. Just going over all the different classes and then the races, archetypes, and of course equipment, weapons, armor, all the fun stuff you get to buy. The prestige classes, and then back here in chapter 3 is where we get to stuff like the rules and the combat and whatnot. So there's quite a bit here when it comes to character creation. Paper's good and thick. It's got this nice little card border. There's the intro discussing how this system works using playing cards, which once again sounds kind of weird. I'm looking forward to figuring out how that works. So, full color. I remember back in the day when they were only black and white. The color image you got, if you were lucky, was the front cover. So I am really enjoying what all these books look like nowadays. So this looks like it is going to be very strange in order to learn how it goes. Like the art. Check this out. Looks like I got one little thing here. That little thing is having trouble folding up there. So this stuff. got little different card symbols and these little things. And is this dude sporting 4 arms? He's either sporting 4 arms or somebody standing behind him like one of those little dance routines. I don't know. So, nice big print. So it's a big book, but they didn't do the thing where they, crammed as much text into each page as possible. So it looks like it's going to be easy to read. So a spell slinger. We got a spell gun. Huh. Weird. So this is going to be a very interesting game to check out. Look at that guy. Oh my god, that is a happy looking little goblin, isn't it? Lots of art. I have always said that I judge RPGs by their art. It's not necessarily fair to the RPG to put so much stock into their art, but to me, art also says a lot about the production quality of the book itself, but it also helps me kind of figure out how I want the game to look, and I can look at these little images that they put in the books, and that helps me kind of determine what direction I can create a character or I can run a game. So the art is critical to me to deciding if I want to play or how I play. I used to always read the books for BattleTech years before I played, but I always loved the old art and BattleTech books, and that's kind of stuck with me ever since. So, a lot of cool stuff in here. These are different spells we're looking at. So, spell sculpting. Okay, that art's not good. It's a little bit lower quality. I think they figured by the time you get to page 198, you've already been suckered in. But you compare that, this elf with this weird-looking gun, who looks like he's having an argument with like Corn Elf, versus here. So most of the art is good. Can't win them all. Okay, this for whatever reason makes me think of Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust, the second one. Except for, you can see it, is that little ghost back there with the little chains around him? I hope he's not a horrible monster, because he's kind of cute. I like that. So, this book looks fascinating. I don't know much about Island of Bees. They're a very new company. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. So, trying to see. So, combat begins on page 177. Let's see how big combat is. Combat's one of those things that can make or break a lot of role-playing games if it's overly complicated and takes too long. If there's just so many rules for it, it becomes a little overwhelming. So I actually prefer shorter combat sections, because that means there's usually less rules that we have to plow through during a given game or given combat. So we've got 189, 177. That's the entirety of combat. I guess 190, because then we get onto spells. So, okay, this is a really short combat section. That is cool. I like that. I approve. What else we got? Oh, great art. I love all this art. I wish that one hadn't been cut off in the middle there. But the prestige classes. Tinkering. So this looks good. This looks really, really cool. This looks like it might be a little fun. So I guess orcs do have 4 arms. Well, that answers that question. And he's got halfling blood, I assume, and then elf blood, and then question mark. Guess he just found some random blood on the ground and was like, damn, I'll take that. I got an extra jar. Whoa. This guy is way too proud of those shoulders. Look at that. I mean, and she's looking at him going, dude, that is not working for you. And he's all like, oh yeah, it is. Yeah, this is totally working for me. So I side with her. I totally side with her there. A nice little bling there. So I will have to figure out what all this is about. This is kind of weird, but I enjoy a game that's creative. We're almost done here. What else we got? A big pipe. So, dust implements. So, the Tin Spark Trivolver. Okay. Well, I also enjoy games that have got a lot of cool weapons out there. Then, we can get into all sorts of fun debates about which of these imaginary weapons is the superior one. We used to do that with Cyberpunk all the time. So, if it's got a lot of great weapons in it, I'm always game. These. I like that they got a lot of pictures for a lot of this stuff in here. That's always really, really helpful. That way we're all on the same page as to what we're talking about. This the castle up on the hill there. God, I hope they have elevators in this world. Otherwise, that's going to stink. But yeah, this is a gorgeous book. This is a very gorgeous book. I am pleased with this. I like this a lot. So we got the character sheet in the back. I have to figure out how to use that. But yeah. It is currently available in Drive-Thru RPG. So you can pick a copy up there. I will have to find some time to sit down and go over the rules and figure it out enough, then find a group of players and we can find a weekend where it's not in our normal campaign, and then we can try to do a test game or two. I'm a little sad that I don't see any introductory scenarios in here. I always like it when they have some sort of short intro scenario. I will have to check their website. I don't remember seeing any intro scenarios on their website yet, but I didn't look that deeply, so if there were, I missed them. And we'll get to try this out. Spend an afternoon trying out some Westbound Dust and Dragons. But, time being, there you go.